Sharrow will always be home for me. It's a place where I grew up. It's a place that I have lots of memories, and it's a place where I learnt about life. It's a place where, as the streets have seen me grow up. You know, as a child, I always used to walk the streets, and I used to walk a lot, and I used to hang around with my friends. And if the streets of Sharrow could speak, they'll have a million stories to tell you.
Sharrow is a great place to live, work and play, and is celebrated for its vibrancy and multiculturalism. Is host to over 5,000 students, home to the oldest professional football stadium in the world, and also has a general cemetery which is of national importance. Did you know what the name Sharrow means? It's shared fields. Local people were asked what they felt about living in Sharrow and what issues were important to them.
In Sharrow, we are living as one community, irrespective of anybody's creed, colour or sex or what disability or whatever.
The real resource in the area is its people, and maybe they don't have loads of money to spend, but actually you've got people that have stood up here at 11 o'clock at night and kind of taken surveys of what's going on.
People get together is when they're in strife themselves.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of diverse community groups living in Sharrow. Not too many of them tend to come as individuals and start to climb by themselves, but they do come as groups, and we do lots and lots of courses for individuals and group use. And lots of people from Somali and the Asian community have come on courses to the Edge and had a really good time. And they've been really good climbers actually, they've been very able. And they've had a great time. It'd be nice to see more of them come more often actually.
It's a beautiful place to live, and it's all multicultural as well. Festivals happening every summer, and it's a beautiful place to live.
It's a really good mix of people from different backgrounds, different experience, different skills, different ideas, and working with people over such a wide range is just always really interesting. There's lots of really interesting characters, and it's a very creative area. It feels very colourful, so that's why I like it.
There's people. If you just stand in Sharrow and just watch the people that are there, you'll get the experience of what Sharrow is all about. And for me, Sharrow will always be home.
And we're now trying to get people involved in the estate, in rebuilding the estate.
I was very keen to move to Sharrow because I knew about the Lantern Carnival and the Sharrow Festival. I'd already been to those events. And I moved from Park Hill, which is being regenerated. For me, coming from what's quite a miserable area really, you know, it was really good to come to Sharrow where there are so many events and so many different community projects.
The idea was to invite everybody who's had any involvement at all in any capacity, mainly to do with the Lansdowne estate over the last couple of years, so that we could get together to get to know people who haven't really met before, and also to share ideas for the future.
I think it really has a good sense of community, actually, and that is what's good about it.
My name's Nora. My name's Saffron. My name's Ron. My name's Ridwan. My name's Sax. We live in Sharrow.
We've been running the How Your Neighbourhood Works course in Abbeydale, and it's supported by Sharrow Partnership, and it does a mixture of things really. It brings people together. I think people get to know each other, and you probably see that they're kind of like, they're talking, they're building relationships, getting to know people who are involved already in their community, and they're getting more involved themselves, and they get to meet the people who are the decision makers and who run the services in their area. So we've had people in from health and from children and young people, community safety, environment, and they get to ask them questions and quiz them about, well, so why does this work like this, or this doesn't happen, why not, or how can you make this better? So that's another feature of it, and there's a lot of information. They take away a whole pack of information.